Hi everyone, Jerk here with episode 2 of our brand new special series, Trainables. And in today's episode, we're going to be looking at the Tier 7 Global XP Premium French battleship, the weird and wonderful Gascogne. Most of you have never seen one of these as they are quite rare, mostly because it's a very weird ship. I won't get into all the details as I'll save that for the next Kraken I get in it, which I don't expect we'll see until after all this legendary rental period is over. But some people like weird ships, and I myself am strange and unusual, so I have ships like the Gascogne, the Krispy Kreme, and if you're like that, then you may like the Gascogne too. The only thing you really need to know right now is that the torpedo protection on this is only 18 millimeters, whereas the Jean Bart's is 32 millimeters. Why is it so thin? I asked on Discord, but there wasn't really any reason, so as far as I can tell, it's to keep it weird. You've probably noticed it only has one turret in the front and one on the rear, and what that means is that you have to show an uncomfortable amount of broadside to fire both turrets, and that 18mm torpedo belt will let just about anything into your ship to bang around. But if you're not going to use both turrets, you might as well be in a Jean Bart with one of the turrets busted. So the trick to this ship is to be in a place where you can fire both and not have to worry too much about being shot back. To do that, I have my commander set up like this, and we'll do something I normally don't do, and that is head to the edge of the map. And this kind of shows why our current spawn system is not good. A flanking battleship in the middle of the map is worth very little, and this particular flanking battleship in the middle isn't worth a damn. So I'm going to utilize this ship's speed and agility to get out to the edge and cause a real situation for the red team, while my blue team congregate in one location and does what they can to lose the game. As is all too common on this god-forsaken map, the majority of both teams are clumping up behind C. Am I guilty of inspiring this? Did they see what ship I'm in? So while I futz around getting to the edge, I'll share with you all that I did get Kraken 175 in the Katori on Sunday, and it is hands down one of the most boring, dumb Krakens I've ever gotten. So I didn't post it, but then I did. So I will link to it at the end of this. I did cut it down to 2 minutes with the dumbest song I could find on all of YouTube as the soundtrack. So if you are into self-flagellation, you can check it out at the end of this video. Alright, we're getting about to where I want to be, and I'm just going to explain something to anyone watching who doesn't know this. There are 3 subclasses of battleships. Brawlers, like the Germans, Italians, and Russians. Snipers, like the Japanese and the Americans. And flanking battleships. These are the British and the French. The French get to do it with speed, and the Brits do it with their detection, except for some reason they don't get their concealment mods here, even though all the destroyers get maximum concealment buffs, but I won't try to understand wargaming logic. Maybe when I have 7 million subscribers, they'll listen to my ideas. But anyway, if you're playing your French battleships to just sit there and snipe, bow in, you are missing out on one of their most powerful features, which is their speed, which will allow you to get to the side of the enemy battleships and create crossfires. And crossfires win games. So if we look at the mini-map right now, we can see our destroyer Cap B, which is good, and everyone else is securing the island north of C, which is bad. And the more it stays like this, the more we will fall behind on points, and the more likely it will be that we lose. But if there was just something that anyone could do to throw a wrench in those plans. But no, that's crazy talk. The island must be protected. But watch what happens as I inch down. First, this Roma will try to engage me and get torpedoed. But as I slink down the side of the map, I start getting views of more and more broadsides, which means they have to reposition to not get blapped, which means my dumb team can shoot them. Imagine if everybody did this. Well, this Bismarck definitely sees me now, as the French AP is very, very good. And so we start chipping them down. But the target I really want to get to is that linen. Can they sense it? Do they see it coming? Not yet, I don't think, but soon. So as I slide down this side, you can see I'm zooming into that juicy, juicy linen broadside. I feel like we can do better than that. So I just keep pushing down. And now, I've got a Tirpitz broadside. Let's see what we can do with this. Disabled a gun. How has nobody killed that Bismarck yet? Why is it that when I need a kill for a Kraken, everybody shoots at it, but when there's somebody just sitting there ready, waiting to be sunk, everybody ignores it? Alright, now this linen's juicy broadside. Can we get it this time?
All forces, provide cover for that target.
Ah. Can you hear me now?
Attention, reporting the target position.
With the Bismarck sunk and me pretty much entirely flanked around, you'd think our team would be ready to push up, but I guess something still has them convinced the North Sea is the place to be. Maybe it's the Red Benson. I guess I can try and get rid of that. Oh, but he goes unspotted. Oh, Lennon! Another Citadel. So now that Lennon definitely is aware. And this is why crossfires are so important. This whole time, that Lennon has been angled for the team to the north. And as I push down, I get access to its broadside, but it's now going to do the Austin Powers 30-point turn to get turned around. Which is, it's actually quite comical. Oh, there's the Benson. Let me see what I can do about this. Pretty good. Can't believe I didn't finish it. But then again, I can't believe that I'm the only one up here and that as a battleship, I am once again sinking destroyers. Oh, and this has been like this whole week. It has been incredibly frustrating. I thought maybe with people returning to their jobs from the holidays, but I guess everybody's still trapped at home. But man, the gameplay right now is still very, very bad, especially in the top tiers. Quite bad. But hey, look, a Bismarck broadside. And that brings me to my brand new strategy. I call motion over viscous environments. And if that's too complicated, we can break it down to just the first letter of each word and call it move. Yes, if you add some move to your game, you'll be shocked at the results. Just listen to this testimonial.
Yeah, before I started moving, I would just sit there in my spawn telling my team what they were doing wrong. But they always just died. So at the end, I'd take my Jean Bart and ram the closest ship. But now that I'm moving, my win rate has skyrocketed from 30 to 32%. I might even use these principles in my Wichita.
Wow, what a ringing endorsement. Try move today. I might sound a little snarky, but I put the blame purely on the people I've been playing with. Alright, I know that's not fair. I put the blame on me for expecting more out of them. But even now, look at them. All in one location while I am still shooting destroyers. And you'd think maybe one of them would want to go to B? I mean, do we really need everyone here? We are down by over 100 points after all. But I guess I can finish this Shiratsuyu, and then we'll see. Maybe they'll get involved then. Oh, nope, don't even get to do that. Alright, well, this Linen has backed themselves into a tough situation, and had the team not just followed me, which drives me crazy when people just follow you, but maybe cut in between C and B there. They could cut in behind the linen and set up another crossfire, but no, everyone's just funneling right behind me. So you can understand why I don't have much faith in this team. So I'm kind of just experimenting here. I'm trying to target the Lenin's turrets because if they were like the Vladivostok, I would think that that would have disabled them. But maybe it's not the same turrets. I could have sworn it was, or maybe those are just angled. But anyway, I'm not going to deal with this Len anymore. There's no reason for me to be here. And my div mate should be able to torp him. I mean, it's only 1 kilometer, right? Oh yeah, yep, he misses. So someone's gonna get that Lennon. I don't know who. We've almost capped our first base, and we're only down by, what, 300 points. And there's only a little bit of time left. So now we have to sink everybody on the enemy team. All the more reason to be spread out so we can see them from different directions, but no. Everyone wants to follow me in. And this is just another thing that is so incredibly frustrating.
Problème résolu, chef. Boost des moteurs
Well,
désactivé.
at least we get a very good hit on that Fiji. And this is going to take late game heroics because I have to sink both of these ships to win. There's no other way about it. I don't have faith in my team. I know that my div mate has like 600 health, so if somebody sneezed on him, he'd go down. At that point, is there anybody else who could sink this Bismarck? I don't know. So I'm going to do what I have to do. And in this situation is 1, sink the Fiji, but 2, commit the ultimate sacrifice. Gentlemen, this is your captain. I'd just like to say a few words, if I may, real quick. It has truly been a privilege and an honor to serve on this ship with all of you. Someday they will sing songs of praise of our courage and our bravery. A little anticlimactic to just get a win and 200,000 damage from that, but we also get 3,289 XP, which according to the International Measuring Chart is a very good game. So I hope you like this look at the Gascogne and maybe this alternative way to play your fast-moving French ships. Anyway, like this video if you think moving your ship may work for you, dislike if sitting at your spawn is the way it's going to be. Comment or questions you can leave below, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more of my videos. I'll get back out there for another, and we'll talk soon.